Hey, welcome in everybody to this special Thursday night edition of Hitchhiker Chat. We had to cancel on Tuesday night, and I just hated to not do it this week. So we're here tonight, as I said, special night with us, and I also have a special ghost host with us. Tina, welcome in. Tina McNeil, guys. Yay! I wish I had an applause button I could hit. So, Tina, thanks so much. William and Jillian, y'all are at Walt Disney World for the week. And so Tina said that she would step in tonight, and we're just going to talk about some Disney news. It's hey, Jason, welcome in. Every week, it seems like there's a ton of Disney news and things going on and some other things that I wanted to talk about too. But so we're just going to do that. And welcome in, Mandy. It's always good to see you. And I agree with you. Waiting in line for an hour to get on a ride is boring. Now, Mandy, what we do is try to, we talk a lot, obviously. We're good at that, and visit. But there's the play in the parks, I think it's called, app.
Yes.
And that's in the Disney app, part of that you can get to kind of do things, trivia and things like that when you're in the line. And of course there's that heads up game that you can do with your phone, just a lot of stuff,
Put the phone up on your forehead, right? Yes.
And it's fun. I see people doing that all the time. We got stranded on the monorail one night. Well, they pulled us into the TTC because it was thundering. It was just me and Jeff. And there was this in the next, sometimes you can see over into the next, whatever you call it, space, the next cubicle, if you will, on the monorail. And there was this huge group, this huge family was playing that while we were. And then finally, the cast members actually started, the cast members who were standing outside, the monorail doors were open. And so you could see the storm going on. It was really cool. They started doing trivia for us because we were there for a while. But, we didn't have anything. I told Jeff, I said, as places to be stranded go, why not be stranded on the monorail, right?
Yeah, I've been stranded on the TT on the People Mover one time, and
really, yeah,
that was kind of fun too.
Yeah, was it a thunderstorm or just malfunction?
No, I'm pretty sure somebody dropped their phone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, It happens. So,
yeah.
Dean, I don't believe that for a second. Welcome in.
It isn't April Fool's yet, Dean. So just stop.
We are going to talk eventually, Dean. Oh gosh, I keep missing you. But it's good to see you. It was good to see you the other night. Dean did a live stream. It was good to see you again, Dean, the other night with your live streams. I appreciate you. Just going live to talk and whatever. But yeah, nobody is that I'm going vegan from you. Nobody's ever going to believe that.
I would believe my husband saying he was going vegan before I would believe Dean.
I actually would too. And my husband is a cattleman from a way back. Hey, Nicole, welcome in. So that's not going to come out of his mouth either. So I'm going vegan. That's not happening. But Jason, welcome in. It's so good to see everybody, people popping in. Mr. Juma Brown, welcome in, y'all. Thanks so much, Jason and Ms. Najuma, Tina, for being channel members, by the way. People who appear in green in the chat are our channel members, and that means that they have joined the channel. There's a join button there if you'd like to check it out, and that just support us. There's different levels for just everything that goes into, expenses for the channel, and it definitely goes in there. And we are really, really humbled by your little donations every month. It really does help, and it's very, very kind of you. So thank you. Oh, hey, Jason gifted a membership. Thank you, Jason. That's so kind of you.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, that is so so sweet of y'all. I appreciate it. So we're going to talk just a little bit, guys, about just the news. And I believe it or not, and y'all are going to laugh at me. So I'm just getting ready with this. I talked about it, and I never did go see Tron Ares at the movie theater. I know. I never did. I just never did go. I tried to get there on several occasions, and things kept coming up. It's been a really busy year so far for Jeff and me. But it is on Disney Plus now. For those of you who are like me and you did not make it to the movie theater to see it, it is on Disney Plus. Aw, that is so sweet. Super, Dean. At any rate, I watched it, and so I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Tana, have you seen Tron Ares?
No.
Okay.
I very seldom go to movies and theaters.
Gotcha.
I have to get up and leave too often. I like to be able to pause it.
Well, it's one of my favorite. It's always been one of my favorite things to do. It really is. It's always been one of my favorite things to do since I was a little girl. My mom loved movies. My sister loved movies. Jeff and I, of course, went on dates to movies. We still had a drive-in, a couple of drive-ins close to our house, which I know that's really dating Jeff and me, but they were tons of fun. And so
I love drive-ins. I wish they would bring them back.
I do too. Tina, I think that would work. Jeff and I have talked about that before. I think that would really fly if you were to go back and put in drive-ins again. I think that would go. Hey, hon, we're just talking about us dating at the drive-ins, how much we love movies, and I think it would. I think you could put in a drive-in, and I think it'd be popular. I know I would go for sure. So.
Yeah, I think I was actually surprised they didn't, because we still had some that still had their screens. The screens were still built and everything.
Yes.
I'm surprised they didn't start them up again during COVID, because that would have been perfect.
It would have been. It absolutely would have been. But at any rate, yeah, it's a thought. But I've always loved movies. And so I go to the theater as often as I can. I love the surround sound and the big screen and the whole, yards. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And
I'll be right back. I got to go let a dog out.
You go ahead, Tina. You go ahead. No problem. St. Patrick's Day is coming, y'all. So happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. We have something coming up on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, that is a must do. So I am probably going to be shuffling again. I know I've done it a lot, and y'all just bear with me, and I promise we'll get back on schedule. Unless William wants to take Tuesday night, we will probably move that to a different night. And what we have scheduled for next week is Disney movies that are coming in 2026. Y'all, I did not realize until William called it to my attention how many movies are actually coming in 2026. There are a ton of them. So we decided that we would, there's almost like one a month. There's literally one almost every month. So we're going to talk about all of those, what we know about them so far, release dates that they have announced for some of them, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to, we'll do all that. If not next week, then the week after. Excuse me. And I think that I still have that live stream scheduled for next week, but I'll move it and I'll post some information on that so you guys will know what's going on. Again, our schedule has been kind of crazy lately, and so we've got stuff going on that we've got to take care of, family issues and things like that, and sometimes life throws you some curves and you kind of have to roll with the punches. So Dane, amen, brother. I am
100%.
okay. Tina, you have to go to the theater to see Mandalorian and Grogu.
I might do that. I might do that.
That is
when is it coming out? When it
okay. If you hadn't asked me, I could have told you. We've announced it
Dean, when's it coming out?
on the stream. Okay, what is it? Dean, can you look it up for me? Mandalorian Grogu.
Yeah, because I would normally look it up, but I can't because
Right.
I don't.
Dean,
I'm barely figuring out how to work the phone for the StreamYard.
Dean, could you look that up? But May 22nd ish. It's getting close. It's getting close. So maybe the 20th. I'm not sure. But that one's getting close, and there are just several, that are coming up. So we're going to talk about all that at some point and take you through that. It was William's idea, so I'd really like for him to be here when we do that.
Definitely. Yeah. I would not make a very good stand-in because there's a chance I wouldn't have seen it.
Just to go see all of them. Well, there are going to be some good ones coming out. The Mandalorian and Grogu is definitely going to be a big screen one. So, be sure and plan to go. William and I are probably going to go see that in what is it?
June.
Well, guys, my mind just went totally blank. We're going to go see that with the big screen and the 3D glasses. We went blank.
Are you thinking of a certain theater or what?
No, it's like the
surround
great
sound.
Really
not surround sound.
The really tall theater. Okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean,
First
but I can't think of the word either. Dean, what are we thinking of?
First person in the chat. I'll send you a pin or
10 points. 10 points. First person in chat to type in what.
Oh my goodness. First person to tell me what I'm thinking of.
IMAX. Thank you, Dean.
Dean got it. Dean.
I knew he would.
Dean, send Dean a prize. You got it. Thanks for the assist, Dean. Mine was just blank. I just couldn't come up with it.
And so was mine. And I knew exactly what you meant, but I couldn't think of it.
Probably William and I will go see.
You know what it is? Dean's younger than we are.
That's true. That's true. His brain works better than ours does.
Yeah. I keep saying that, and then my husband comes up with stuff that I can't think of, and he's older than dirt. So I mean,
well, we all do it occasionally, right? I mean, we all do that occasionally. Okay, so Dean is not going vegan anymore, and
yeah.
Glad he popped in tonight.
Well, we're glad you popped in too, because you're saving us like a lot.
Appreciate this. One more thing I did want to mention, guys, before I do this day in Disney history. I have just dropped into the chat our one of our great ghost hosts, Mike Wheeler. And Mike, I've known Mike ever since I've been a part of this Disney community. Tina, how long have you known Mike Wheeler?
Ever since I've been a part of this community, and it's been a lot longer for me. I think it's been close to 15 years for me.
Yeah.
He was in this community from the beginning.
Yes.
I mean, Resort TV 1, he was one of the first viewers and stuff. So he's been around a long time.
He's been around a long time. Mike is blind, and he just is an extraordinary. Well, I always say he's an extraordinary kid. He's the age of my sons, and so I kind of,
Oh, he is a kid to you. He's a
think of
kid to
him as
me
a
too.
kid.
So's Dean.
And so is Dane. Exactly. So that's just kind of how I think of Mike. I have had the pleasure of meeting him many times. We make it a point when I go to Florida to see him. Hang on just one second.
Okay.
Had to cough there. Sorry about that. We've been in the parks together, really gotten to know each other and develop a friendship. And after Mike's mom passed less than a year ago, and guys, he's trying to hang on to his house. His mom, did everything she could to hang on to it, and he is trying to hang on to his house. This is something, again, it's totally voluntary, but there's a link there to a GoFundMe. He's very close to his goal. So y'all go check that out. Any amount that you could give, $5, $10, any amount helps. We love Mikey and we want to help him out, in this situation. So I'm sharing the information for you. And I'm telling you, Mikey is a great kid. He's a great, amazing young man. He, when I'm in the parks live streaming, he doesn't have to see the live stream to know exactly where I am because he goes by his sense of hearing. And so he's pretty.
I remember, excuse me for interrupting, Dawn, but I remember one time I was watching, forgive me for mentioning another channel, but I was watching Myers and the Mouse.
No problem.
And Mama Mouse was walking through Animal Kingdom. And she was lost. She got, I don't know. Don't ask me how she got lost. She can get out. From what I understand, she can get lost in a paper bag, but that's a whole another conversation. Anyway, she was looking for somebody else, and she was going to meet up with at a certain spot.
Yeah.
And Mike said, "Okay, you're going to come up to this certain thing, and see this, and turn right, and." Go about and do the and that's where what you're looking for.
Right.
He must have a photographic memory.
Yes, he does.
From when he used to work in that park, he could tell exactly where she was and where to turn.
Yeah.
In order to be able and the thing is, he can even somehow or another, I don't know how, but even things that weren't there when he could see, like they moved the Festival of the Lion King. It was where what was it? I forget what it was called, but it was in a certain area, but they built the Rivers of Life and the Pandora area. They've built that since he could see.
Yeah.
Since he became blind. And yet somehow or another, he still can't. Yes, exactly, Dean. Can't mini Mickey.
That's it, Dane.
Yeah.
Dane gets more points. That's
exactly more points. What we're going to give you with all these points, we don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. But anyway, but the thing is that he has such the photographic memory that he can even transfer that information from what he remembers to be able to use it now. He's helped out with those canes.
He does.
He's helped them develop it and stuff like this. He is just an amazing person that has done so much to help out other blind people. He could have just, sat down and felt sorry for himself and just,
because he went blind. He went blind in his 30s. So, anyway, he's just very special to us. He's a good kid, and we just love him. And so again, if you can't give, that's fine. It's totally up to you guys.
You can share though. You can share on all your social media. You never know what you share, what somebody, if somebody else sees your post and they can do something, you're doing just as much. So
Right. Exactly, Jeff.
yes, amen to
Well,
that, Jeff.
so that is that's kind of, we'll mention that again and put that link uh put that put that link
I'm
in the
sorry.
chat again.
Yes.
Let me run through this day in Disney history right quick, and then we may not even get through all of my news tonight. We'll kind of skim over some of it kind of quickly, but this day in Disney history, really quickly, guys. 1948, Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter James Taylor, whose version of Second Star to the Right appears on the 1988 CD Stay Awake, various interpretations of music from vintage Disney films, is born in Boston, Massachusetts. Taylor also sang Randy Newman's Grammy Award-winning song Our Town for the Disney Pixar Cars movie. So happy birthday to James Taylor, an amazing singer-songwriter. And I'm sure that all of you, could name a lot of his music because he has had great success, and he does have Disney ties, as do so many people that you wouldn't even think have ties to Disney. In 2012, the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World unveils the first phase of the new Storybook Circus area of Fantasyland with a soft opening. The Storybook Circus area pays tribute to the traveling circuses of the 1950s and 60s and features the first part of Dumbo, the Flying Elephant, with Dumbo spinning clockwise for the first time in Magic Kingdom history. The Barnstormer, starring the Great Goofini, a family coaster attraction, which my grandsons adore, by the way, and the Fantasyland train station, one of 3 stops for the Walt Disney Railroad. Storybook Circus area, of course, took the place, Tina, if you remember, of Toontown.
Yes.
I love Storybook Circus. Which do you prefer? Did you prefer Toontown or Storybook Circus?
Well, you know me. I'm old school, but I love Storybook Circus, and I love Storybook Circus more
Mhm.
since I found out more about how, like if you look at the trains, they have each car has certain significance and stuff like that. I love that, but I'm old school. I would have preferred that we still had Toontown and maybe incorporate them or something. I don't
Right,
understand how come they tear something down in order to put something else up. As much
right.
room as they have. We've had that
Yes,
conversation before, so
we
I won't go
have.
through it again,
We
but
have. Yeah. Yeah. I absolutely adored Mickey and Minnie's houses that were there. I have a lot of pictures of those, and I'm really glad that I do. And I'm sure that many of our live streaming friends have live streams. That was before we had a channel, but I love that area, and I mean, as captivated as I was with Mickey and Minnie's house as an adult, I would have just had a freak out, as my granddaughter Kylie says, as a child if I had seen those. I thought they were great. So anyway, moving along just quickly. Rivers, let's see. Okay, 2020. If any of us want to remember this year, but 2020, the Walt Disney Company announces that it will close the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim for the first time since September 11th attacks. And just in time, well, hang on. Let me start over with that. The Walt Disney Company announces that it will close the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim for the first time since the September attacks. And just the third time in its 65-year history because of the coronavirus pandemic. We not so affectionately call it the blip.
yes. Boo.
Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure will close on the morning of Saturday, March 14th through the end of the month. Disney hotels in Anaheim remained open until Monday the 16th. The company will continue to pay its employees while the resort is closed. We started our channel in October of 2019. And honestly, this, I had been following Resort TV One, and was kind of a member of the community before. I actually roped William into starting a channel with me. But I'll tell you, our YouTube community really, we pulled each other through the shutdown. Well, we really did. Um, so yeah, rock and roll. Okay, Dan said he likes Storybook Circus.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
I mean, we've talked about this. We were lucky that all these live streamers had so much footage. I mean,
yeah,
like Resort TV would just run, just kind of be chatting, and they do streams from home,
yes,
but he would show
yeah,
he would show this attraction. He would show
mhm,
Main Street, just walking through Main Street and stuff
oh
like
yeah,
this.
yeah,
And yes, it's exactly what got us through.
yeah, it was
We could think in our mind it's still there. It's waiting for us,
right,
and we can
right.
go back.
It was tough. That was, there were just everything about that was tough. It was probably be good at some point to go back and kind of revisit some of that. There are a lot of live streams on our channel from during that week, because we kept right on going. It was something that we could all do from home. We did went right ahead with Hitchhiker Chat, posting videos. We did, we cooked. We made drinks. Anything we could think of, to pass the time, and it really
Exactly.
helped. Oh, Strawberry Field Fairy. Hi, good to see you. Good to see you. William is at Walt Disney World tonight, but Tina McNeil, one of our great ghost hosts, is filling in for him. And, so welcome in. It's good to see you. So yeah, 2020, and that same year, We Are One at Animal Kingdom and Fantasmic at Hollywood Studios, both temporarily closed. They were, of course, suspended due to COVID-19. But in July 2020, park officials confirmed rumors that Rivers of Light would be retired. So we lost Rivers of Light, which I still hate. It's interesting. Rivers of Light kind of keeps coming up. It's come up in conversation several times this week.
Did you ever? You didn't ever get to see it, did you, Don?
I did. I saw Rivers
Oh,
of
you
Light
did?
once.
Yeah.
Sure did. More than one,
I
because we
mean,
were going 2007, 2008, 9, 10. We went like 5 years in a row there.
well,
Um,
it's sad. I mean, they really had a hard time getting it off the ground. And then they had it for a couple years, and then they changed it because, and I think it was because the floats sank. They had a couple of floats sink, and it wasn't working out right. So they revamped it.
mhm.
They put more
It's
IP in it, but they
right.
changed the what do you call it? The floats.
Mhm,
Um, I
mhm,
like the first one better. I mean, you know
mhm.
me, I'm always the one that, why does Disney have to have IP and everything?
Right, right.
But I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the second show too. I always thought it was a beautiful show.
It
Absolutely
really
beautiful.
was. It was, truly. If you didn't see it, it really was, pretty amazing. So that's this day in Disney history. Y'all, William and his family are at Walt Disney World this week. William and Jillian and the boys. Um, they are on a Disney dining plan. So I'm really, I am really, how much we all love to eat. They're on the Disney dining plan, and it's so they haven't been on that, haven't done that in several years. So they should be able to give us a lot of good updates on so many things that are going on in the parks right now. So far, they have eaten at Crystal Palace, Roundup Rodeo Barbecue, Cape May, which is at Beach Club, and Chef Mickey's. So they're looking forward. We're looking forward to hearing.
Sounds like my kind of plan.
About it, yes, yes, they are. So, Jillian has, we're texting back and forth, and she said, "I have eaten so much." She said, "It's a good thing I'm walking as much as I am because that." So I'm looking forward to hearing, about because they've eaten several places. They have and scheduled more places that they haven't eaten before. So yeah. Oh, okay, Dean. Good night. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. But yeah, and this is spring break now. Um, Disney, Disney's hours are a little bit different right now. You guys can check the app, especially if you have an upcoming trip. But um, they usually have two runnings of the Starlight Parade. They have a like it'll run, and then they have the fireworks, and then there's another run, and then they stay open later. They stay open till like 10, at least 10 or 11, and they're not doing that. I don't know. I don't know why they don't maintain those later hours, with spring breakers there. I don't know, but they're not right now. So be sure if you're going, don't assume, always check your park times and don't assume that they're staying open because their times do change. So,
Yeah, you want to do that anyway because
yes,
a lot of times Disney will they'll shut down Magic Kingdom for an evening for like cast recognition night and things like
yes,
that. So you always want to check your park hours.
always check, absolutely, and keep up the app. Um, I always advise people if you're not familiar with the app, you've got a trip coming up, take the time to download it and familiarize yourself with it before you go, and that will save you a ton of time once you're in the parks. Um, Again, guys, this is a special edition of Hitchhiker Chat. Just wanted to go live Thursday night instead of our regular Tuesday night and talk a little bit about just these are things, these first few things are just their stuff. They're things that I wanted to mention just because I wanted to mention them. They're kind of in the news, and a lot of you are gonna know, what I'm talking about. The first thing I wanted to mention is something that we mentioned, Mike Wheeler. Mike Wheeler and I are obsessed with McDonald's Shamrock shakes. Tina, have you ever had a Shamrock shake from
Chuck and
McDonald's?
I were just talking about this the other day. I did but it was a long time ago. I think I was a kid. I'm not one for fast food restaurants. I'm not.
Mhm.
But he doesn't really care for them that much. He said it was gross.
Oh, he didn't like it. Well, now,
Now I was surprised at that. At first it was
yeah.
like I thought, oh, that's right, it's mint. You don't like mint, but then I'm remembering. Wait a minute, the man likes Thin Mints, so of course he
Okay.
likes mints.
If he likes Thin Mints, then he may. If you look over on the right, and Dean left just before I got to
Yeah.
this. Wendy's is offering a chocolate or a vanilla Thin Mint Frosty.
Yes. And Dean was telling us about that the other night, and we were like, "Oh, that might be something we might want to try."
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah, yeah.
"Okay,
No
let's
kidding.
do that."
Absolutely. I have not had them. Honestly, I am so obsessed with the Shamrock Shake that's already over. It's all the way over to your left here.
Yep. Yep.
That I have not tried the Oreo McFlurry or the Thin Mint Frosty. So, I'm going to put up a short tomorrow. I went to McDonald's today and got my first Shamrock Shake, and they are seasonal, folks. So if you haven't tried, now I don't know about the Frosty. They may leave the Frosty in play for a little bit longer, but that Shamrock Shake will go away like really fast after St.
Probably
Patrick's Day.
5 days. Yep.
Yes,
Exactly.
yeah. So if you want to try either of these, by all means, hightail it over to McDonald's and there. If you like mint, to me that Shamrock Shake is the perfect blend of mint. It has the perfect amount of mint. It's ambrosia, and ask for extra whipped cream on top. And
there you go.
I'll do that too.
I think Chuck and I will have to do taste tests too. We're gonna have to get the because it's been so long since I've had a Shamrock Shake. I think I was a kid, and that was way longer than I want to be thinking about. And the McFlurry, I don't think we've ever had, but I'm pretty sure Chuck would like to try that.
Yeah.
But we were talking about trying the Wendy's one because Dean was talking about it. So I think that is a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So y'all give that a try. I have my first one today. I'm going to go back tomorrow. I told you if I'm doing this systematically, I'm going to go back tomorrow and get the McFlurry. And then I'm going to swap over to Wendy's. And first I'm going to have to try the chocolate Frosty with thin mint. And then I'll try the vanilla. But yeah, just this love that mint flavor, y'all. Now this one is one Tina, if you're aware of this one, you may have heard about it. I don't know. But there was a proposed merger in the last few months between Warner Brothers and Netflix. And it would have been, that would have been really interesting. As of this month, Netflix has officially walked away from its proposed offer. They offered $83 billion for acquisition of Warner Brothers.
I mean, think about it. That's an awful lot of IP.
Well, it is. It's a ton. And again, Tina, I'm Warner Brothers. My goodness, is one of the old Hollywood studios, and I really didn't want to see Warner Brothers swallowed up by Netflix because I don't know if they would have kept the Warner Brothers label. But as of this month, that deal has fallen through for now.
I would bet you that they would not have, because it would have been smart for them to have kept it. And these companies don't seem to be smart anymore.
That's true.
They've lost their blooming minds.
Well, I've seen some pretty poor business moves, and I'm a consumer, a moviegoer, a park goer, consumer of this. And when I go, oh, that's not a good idea, it's pretty obvious. But at any rate, they reached a deal in late 2025, and then Netflix, they kind of went back and forth for a while, and so we'll kind of see if that comes back up. But it did that merger failed for now. So we'll see, what happens coming up. But that is in the wind right now. So no Netflix Warner Brothers merger, guys. If y'all were kind of following that, I sort of was, because I was interested, being a Warner Brothers fan. Okay, Tron Ares. As I said at the beginning, now Tina, you said you have not seen Tron Ares. Am I right?
No, I have not.
Okay. I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as I can. This is a picture. The background picture is one that I took in December. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is.
They lit the canopy, and they still have it lit up. It goes from red to blue. But of course, originally, the big Tron color was blue. For Tron Ares, it's red, and I'm about to tell you why. And they lit the canopy for the ride in Magic Kingdom up in red, and I love it. I just think it's gorgeous. So pretty to see Space Mountain
From
Uh,
what I remember, when they first built that, they said that they had the ability to change the colors in that
yes,
canopy.
yes, and they do, and it
So,
is gorgeous for the holidays, and they can pretty
yep.
much change it. It changes to orange for Halloween. It's really versatile. I love the Tron ride. Um, my only complaint with the Tron ride is that it's too short. It is exactly 1 minute long. Um, it is a wonderful 1 minute, but that would be my only complaint. I love it was the perfect addition to Tomorrowland to me.
Yes.
Um, and Tomorrowland is my favorite. So, have you ridden Tron?
No,
Tina?
I have not. I was waiting for you to ask me that. I told Chuck when I said that you were going to be talking about Tron tonight. I says, I don't know if Don is aware of the fact I've never gotten a chance to ride that.
Yeah, well,
I I
it's
don't I never remember. I go to Magic Kingdom like maybe one day of my
right,
trip. My
right,
favorite parks is Epcot, and Animal Kingdom
right.
is kind of like and I'll go to Magic Kingdom because tradition. But
Grace, hi.
I it's because I like to walk down Main Street. Riding the rides isn't my biggest thing, except
Yeah,
I have to ride Haunted Mansion.
obviously,
Yeah,
obviously, yes,
and
yes.
I have to ride Pirates, but besides that,
Yeah, walking around, soaking in the ambiance.
I guess I'm
Um,
gonna have to write next time you and I are down there and in the parks together. We will have to ride Tron together.
I would love that and get the picture. We
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
yeah, we'll definitely do. I'm gonna try to make it in November, Tina.
Okay.
I got that on my radar. So we'll see if we can do that. Okay, thanks, Lucy Grace. We appreciate it. It's very sweet. Very busy day. Thanks for popping in anyway. Thank you so much for that. And Strawberry Field Fairy, I love Jared Leto too. So let's get into this. I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can, y'all, because I don't want to be here all night, and we've got several things coming up. But spoilers ahead. If you have not seen Tron Ares and you want to watch it without spoilers, mute. Just put me on mute for a little bit. But there, yeah, spoilers ahead. I'm going to get into it. All right, so Tron Ares, of course, is the third film in the Tron saga. The first two films, let's see if I can find dates. Let's see. The original Tron came out in 1982. And then Tron Legacy, which is actually my favorite, came out in 2010. And so this was the third movie. The description, if you will, for this movie on IMDb. I refer to IMDb a lot, guys, because it's Internet Movie Database. It's a website that is absolutely fantastic. If you're not familiar with IMDb, by all means, go check it out because you can look up information on any movie, series, TV show. It's really a great site, especially if you love movies and entertainment as much as I do. They describe Tron Ares in this way. Get ready for the electrifying action and adventure of the movie Tron Ares. When a highly sophisticated program named Ares is sent from the digital world into the real world on a dangerous mission, it marks humankind's first encounter with AI beings. Okay, so this started again. The first movie came out in 1982, which was the year that my husband graduated high school.
God, I'm old.
well, if the alternative is not good, Tina, so keep having birthdays.
That's true. That is very true.
And my sister Joy, to remind me, my sister Joy has a story about a comment that one of our family members made about having birthdays remind me to enjoy. You know what I'm talking about, Vera, Miss Vera, but to remind me to tell you that after, and it was really funny. I always think of it when somebody talks about birthdays. But at any rate, in 1982, the first Tron movie came out. Of course, in 82, the technical, the tech part of it, the effects and things were just not there yet. It was still very good for its time as far as the visual effects and things of that nature. To me, this movie was just absolutely visually stunning. This new movie, our tech has kind of caught up with us here, and I love Jared Leto. We're going to get into the stars in just a second, but it was rated on IMDb a 6.5 out of 10 by fans. That's a fan rating, which is a little bit low in my opinion. The movie rating itself for audiences is PG-13 for violence and action. Tagline: no going back. It stars Jared Leto as Ares, and Jared Leto is a computer program. Greta Lee plays Eve Kim, who is the main character, in addition to Ares. Jeff Bridges comes back. He's the only actor to appear in all three films. He is actually Kevin Flynn, and he created the grid. He created this computer world, if you will. So you have programs and you have users. So, and I know that a lot of you are already familiar with it, but and also Evan Peters plays Julian Dillinger, who's kind of the bad guy in this one. To place him, if you're familiar with WandaVision, he played Peter Maximoff in WandaVision, Pietro Maximoff in WandaVision. And also, guys, this was so cool because, okay, are you familiar with the X-Files? Did you watch the X-Files, Tina?
Yes, avidly.
Jillian Anderson, who played Scully in the X-Files, plays the bad guy's mom. She plays Elizabeth Dillinger. So it was fantastic to see Jillian Anderson in this movie. I really enjoyed it. She did a fantastic job. Again, this is the third movie. I have been a fan of all of them. I'm a fan of the Tron movie saga. Now, I have a background in tech. My career, was in tech. Worked as a computer tech for many, many years, and so that contributes to my love of sci-fi. Although I loved sci-fi, when I was a child before my career began. So I just love sci-fi movies, and this one is just all sci-fi. Jared Leto is also a favorite of mine. His most recent Disney credits include The Haunted Mansion. He played the Hatbox Ghost and Alistair Crump in Haunted Mansion, and then he also played Morbius. He played Dr. Michael Morbius, and Morbius is a vampire from the Marvel Universe. So he did that one as well most recently, and I've really enjoyed him in pretty much everything. Now you saw him in The Haunted Mansion, yes, Tina?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought he did a great job.
I did too.
Alistair Crump. He's very suited to this role. The casting is good. The casting is really good, and I just felt like Jared Leto carried off this role very well.
He was very suited to Alistair Crump too.
He was. He's a great actor. He did a fantastic job as Morbius. Did any of you guys in the chat see Morbius? Kevin, theme park adventure. Hey, oh my goodness, I've just been talking and oh my goodness, I've been talking and not paying attention. It is so good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing okay. We're talking about I have been a late comer to watching Tron Ares. So we're talking about that a little tonight. Let's see, where was I? I thought now the main there are several main things that I loved about this movie. Y'all, the visuals are stunning. It deals again, the part of what fascinates me is the visuals and the tech and the effects from 1982 and then 2010 for Tron Legacy and then Tron Ares, which is what we're talking about tonight. The visuals, it's really fun to see the tech and all of that move forward. To see all the ways that they present the visual effects.
That's one of the things that I really love about watching old movies and as opposed to new movies. I love to watch the progression of tech. I fully admit, 100% admit that AI kind of scares me. AI worries me because
it does me too, Tina.
It's going to get to the point where people aren't going to. AI will put words in our mouths. We won't be able to tell the difference between AI,
right.
Because now what people are doing, even I've seen in videos, is they're using AI to actually read the script that they wrote. So it is actually them saying it, but they're using AI to read it. And it's like, don't do that, because people will be able to do that and you won't be able to say that wasn't you that said it.
You're right. Yeah.
So.
It's AI is it's very concerning. I'll have to say it's very concerning. Hang on just a second. Yeah, I don't. It's brand new, and again, my career was in tech, and I always told my teachers and my administrators, computers are neither good nor bad.
Right.
It's what you do with them that that is good or bad. Data is just data. Computers are just computer. It's like anything else. What you do is what you do with them that makes them good or bad. With AI, I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah.
AI is artificial intelligence, and I've said, y'all listen. I've seen Terminator lots of times. I've seen iRobot. I've seen The Matrix. I'm familiar with things that can go wrong here. But Ares delves into this a little bit. So the visuals, y'all, the effects are stunning. They really, really are. So I love that part of it. As far as the storyline, I like the story of this. A lot of the reviews that I read, or a few of them anyway, said that they felt like the story was kind of flat. That it would, didn't, that there was just not much of a story. I totally disagree. To me, the storyline to bring, AI into this is very logical as a next step in this saga. It fit well, I thought. Also, something else, if you're a Tron fan and there's a following out there, there are a lot of Easter eggs for faithful fans. A lot of nostalgia. And it wasn't, sometimes they'll try, maybe studios will try to, harken back to past films, to give you that warm, fuzzy feeling. And it feels kind of forced, like it doesn't fit. But I felt like it fit very naturally in this movie. All of the, they even end up, guys, I'll go ahead and tell you, they end up back at Flynn's. They end up back at the original arcade. And so it a lot of, it pulls your heartstrings, hits all the, the nostalgia pieces, for those of us who have loved the films for a long time. And so that, that was a big thing. I think that's something you'll enjoy if you haven't seen it. And it like the new pieces, the new tech, the new special effects, and what have you. For example, we're talking about nostalgia here. Oranges and the orange tree. There's an orange tree that is used for testing the ability to synthesize objects from the digital world. And in Tron 82, the very first film, the first thing that they digitized was an orange. So, and a lot of people probably, remember that. Oh, yeah. So that was, there are a lot of those little Easter eggs in there. The music was also good. I really enjoyed the music. In fact, I will probably get I'll probably go ahead and get the soundtrack for this. I thought it was that good. Let's see. Trivia, just a couple other things here. Y'all and here's just some trivia straight off of IMDb that I thought was interesting. Jared Leto spent the entire shoot in character as Ares, not speaking to anyone unless necessary and having everyone refer to him as Ares. Jeff Bridges was the only one who didn't follow the rule, reasoning that since his character, Kevin Flynn, is the creator of the grid, he is therefore above Ares and he could call him whatever he wanted. So I thought that was fun.
That's true to character, though. That is definitely true to character.
It did. Oh, yeah. You have to watch this, Tina. I want to know. I want you to watch it. That's your homework. And we'll talk about it after you watch it and see what you think.
Okay. It might be a while, but okay.
Well, I really need to back up and watch, all three of them. But the real world motorcycles that were used in this movie are Ducati motorcycles. And that was also the same make as the bike ridden by Sam Flynn in 2010 in Tron Legacy. So the Ducati bikes are, those amazing, light cycles that they use on the grid are modeled after Ducatis. And then the real world ones that are ridden in the film are Ducatis. When Jillian Dillinger says, okay, so this is the bad guy's mom. There's a line. She has a line and she says, whatever Pibcac error is behind these feelings, he's using a tech-savvy phrase meaning she's using a tech-savvy phrase meaning a user error. So she uses the word Pibcac. That's PEBKAC. It's an acronym for problem exists between keyboard and chair. Okay. And this was this is like, throwback to the 80s, 90s. And if, if you have any tech background at all, you know what a Pibcac error is. So a lot of times, if a user, now I never did it myself, of course, but, if one of your users was having a problem, like one of my teachers was having a problem and I wanted to tease them, I would say, it's a Pibcac error. That's what's wrong. And they would say, what's a Pibcac error? And I said, it stands for problem is between keyboard and chair. So they refer to that, there's also, I will mention this one, and y'all probably know this one too. There's also the ID10T error.
Okay.
ID10T.
ID10 share.
ID10T. Picture that in your mind written out. ID10T.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yep. Got it.
That's the other error. Oh my goodness. So that was fun. That was really fun. When she said Pibcac, I thought, yep, I know. I got that. I understood that reference.
My brother used to just say unplug it.
Right.
Unplug it and repack it.
Restart it. Restart it.
Yeah.
Exactly. If all else fails, reboot.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What he used to say is there's nothing that you can do to a computer that a good boot won't fix.
Yep.
He was a computer tech too. He was a computer programmer. So
Yeah.
he actually taught me a lot of stuff. But I think he would be a little bit freaked out by AI now. So
yeah. Well, I think everybody's a little bit freaked out by I mean, even Elon Musk has said, in interviews that if there's anything that keeps him up at night, it's AI.
Yeah.
So, we're not alone in our concern, but
No.
and just the last trivia item, I have Ares, who is played, of course, by Jared Leto, is the Greek god of war. The Roman god of war is Mars. And Jared Leto's band in real life is called 30 Seconds to Mars. So I thought that was another little interesting piece there. I follow Jared Leto on Facebook and Instagram. If y'all are fans of his, you could follow him on those two platforms. But my rating for this, again, the IMDb rating is 6.2 out of 10. I think that's a little low. My rating for this is a solid 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it a solid 8. And that's for the visuals are off the charts. Lots of nostalgia and a good storyline, and Jared Leto. So
can't go wrong with Jared Leto.
Cannot go. So that's my Tron review. So you guys, has anybody seen that? Has anybody seen it? Guys, have y'all seen it? If you have seen Tron Legacy, put in the chat what you would rate it. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Kevin. Put in the chat what you would rate it.
Tron Legacy or
I'm sorry, I said Legacy. I was looking straight at it in the notes. Tron Ares. Okay. What would you? Okay, so Jason, you haven't seen it yet. Has anybody in the chat seen Tron Ares? Let me know what your 0 to 10 or 1 to 10, 10 being amazingly wonderful, and 1 being not so good. What would you rate it if anybody's seen it? But anyway, those are my thoughts on Tron Ares. I'm sure that William and I'll go over his thoughts on that too when he comes back. I'd like to know what he thought, if he's seen it. Last time I talked to him, he hadn't seen it either. Oh my goodness. So also, y'all,
maybe they'll see it. Well, is it something that the boys would sit through? I was going to say, because that would be something that maybe they could all see while they're there.
Yeah, it is. It is. The other, and next, guys, I wanted to mention just next item of news, still in the movie vein here. I'm glad to see Zootopia 2 move to Disney Plus. I'm not sure exactly when that happened, but Zootopia 2, guys, is on Disney Plus. So just be aware of that. I really enjoyed the movie. I was able to see it. Have you seen it, Tina?
No, I haven't. That was kind of quick, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to think, and I didn't write it down. I saw it in Disney Springs the 1st of December. So, and it had been there for a little while. So, December, January, February, March, probably not a quick, too quick of a move, but because it's only been on Disney Plus for a week, maybe. But I enjoyed it. I love Zootopia, and I enjoyed it. I was able to go see it at the AMC Theater in Disney Springs, my first Disney movie that I saw down there. And then I later went to Animal Kingdom and saw the new Zootopia Better Together show at the Tree of Life Theater. And there is a vlog is up on the channel, and I'll put you guys can look that up, or I'll put the link in at the end of the show tonight, and you can watch my review. And then I just drove straight over to Animal Kingdom, which was, yes, it was really cool. Drove straight over to Animal Kingdom and saw Zootopia Better Together, the new show at the Tree of Life Theater. So you guys can check that out and see, kind of see, what I thought about that. But yeah, Zootopia 2 is on Disney Plus. So y'all be sure and by all means check that out. I will put the link to, this is the thumbnail. I'll put the link to the my vlog and my review at the end of the show.
Normally I would, but I don't want to touch anything anymore than I have to right now.
Yes, you're relieved of moderator duties tonight. You're busy enough. You're busy enough.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about busy, but I don't want to touch anything because I don't want to break it.
We'll put the link in, or if one of my moderators wants to look at that y'all can, of course. But at any rate, the next thing that's coming up, and we'll cover this again, y'all. We'll cover this. We're going to cover all of the movies coming out in 2026, probably next week. But I did want to mention Toy Story 5. They have put up some more trailers for this. There are trailers available on the Pixar YouTube channel. They just dropped a new one, only in theaters, June the 19th, Toy Story 5. Friends are friends forever, and it looks like the gang has added some new ones. But what will happen when Bonnie gets a new tablet? Okay. So there's the storyline. So more tech, Tina, invading invading the space there. Yeah. So and I'll have to say, the fourth Toy Story movie, I try to just forget that it exists.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was just thinking when you said it looks like the gang's all together again. I'm like, okay, all right.
Right. So
that would be a good thing. I'm happy with that. But then I'm looking and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I don't see I don't see Bo.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You'll have to go watch the trailer, but you'll have to go and watch the trailer on it. But and there are a couple. I think there are a couple or three out. But my thoughts on Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 is probably the most perfect movie trilogy ever made. They're all wonderful. Toy Story 3 wrapped up the story, tied it with a bow, and in my humble opinion, Toy Story 4 was necessary.
Blew it all up.
So 5, I don't know. Hopefully I'll like this one, y'all. I do love Toy Story. Hopefully I'll like this one. I was not happy with the ending of Toy Story 4. So we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do with this. The previews are cute. So, go check it out. See what you think. If you'll be watching Toy Story 5 or what. Kind of pivoting.
I probably will. I kind of have to, but
yeah.
I don't know if I want to.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. Toy Story 4 just kind of took a stick of dynamite to the story, in my opinion.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It blew it all up.
It really did. So, anyway, but I'll go see this. I probably will go see this. I'll have to say. Okay, pivoting just quickly over to the parks, guys, some parks news. And this is for Jillian. Dooney and Burke Pocahontas bags. Accessorized with the colors of the wind and new Dooney and Burke products featuring Pocahontas. And these are available in the Disney store. So I think these are so pretty.
Five will get you 10. She's already telling Will she wants that.
Right. Yeah. And I love it. That on the left is the front of the bag, on the right is the back, and then of course at the top is the matching wallet. Yeah, I think
that is beautiful. I love the colors and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not usually one for Dooney and Bourke. You know me, I like the Loungefly bags, but that is absolutely gorgeous.
It's pretty. It is pretty. I did not write to say that I put down. Let's see. No, I didn't put down any prices. But again, available on the Disney store. So you guys can check these out. Yeah, this is definitely probably one that Jillian will have to have, I'm thinking. But yeah, I saw that and I immediately, of course, thought of Jillian.
Yes.
So these are pretty. Rock and Roller Coaster, guys. We talked a little bit about this last week. Rock and Roller Coaster, of course, has closed, and it will be reopened with a Muppets theme, Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. So a week ago, Fresh were outlined on the upside down car at the Rock and Roller Coaster courtyard. It's like at the entrance there, the big entrance,
the archway over.
And so then they filled all of those with bright red paint, and then they just added yellow. So this is what it looks like right now. And it used to be like a shiny metallic blue. So I'm sure y'all are familiar with how that looks. And I have shared, numerous pictures of it. The theming and the entrance there with the car, following all the way around to the track, turning into the neck of the guitar.
The electric guitar, yeah.
Fantastic design there. No question. It's just hard to beat that, y'all.
I was kind of afraid that they were going to take that down, do something else there. So right. I guess I'm glad that they at least just left the card and just painted.
Oh, I am too. Yeah. I am too. I'm really excited about it. But you can see the frets, the frets and then the strings from the guitar here. I just love this. This is some of the best design, in any of the parks. It really is. What they've done is the design for what they did for Rock and Roller Coaster. The scrim is up. They have, scrims covering it. They are changing it, of course, to the Muppets theme. But this is, as I said, what it looks like right now. And we'll have to see. I don't know how this one's going to work, Tina. I'm trying to keep a good thought.
Now they've got that all covered.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that they were going to leave the guitar there.
Well, they're probably going to paint the guitar.
Okay, so why is all that? How long did it take them to paint the car? You'd think it would take them less time to paint the guitar.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to change it up. I think they will leave the guitar, but they have it covered up there. I think they're going to, I think they'll paint it or change it up in some way. I really do. Yeah. That's what it looks like right now. A lot of walls up at Walt Disney World right now, folks.
Yeah.
So that is what that looks like. It closed on March 2nd.
It's Wall World.
Yes. Yes, it really is. And we're going to miss this one. This is what it looks like on the app, what it used to look like on the app. I did a print screen before it disappeared. It opened July the 29th of 99 and it closed March the 2nd, just a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
So we'll see what they do with it. I absolutely love the Muppets. I've mentioned it and we'll probably mention it again, but I absolutely love the Muppets, but not for this ride. So we'll see what they do. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if it works. There are going to be a lot of kids. This is going to be the Muppets is more, it's kind of more tailored for kids, Tina, and this has a height requirement.
Yes, and it's a very intense ride. I mean, you're talking about. I mean, a friend of mine actually said that the first time he rode it, he got whiplash.
Yeah.
And you really have to remember to have your head back. Yes. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell 8-year-olds or, just barely meeting the height requirement. I don't know if you're going to be telling them, put your head back or else you're going to hurt your neck. Yeah. I'm wondering, there's going to be a lot of kids, it's a little going to be very, very intense for them. I really believe that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know that there are probably, some kids that, that do ride it. I get that.
Of course.
Kylie loved Rock and Roller Coaster so much that she bought merch. She bought a really cool t-shirt and then she bought a jacket, like a faux leather jacket to go with it. I mean, she absolutely loved Rock and Roller Coaster. And she was 8 the first time that I took her. She was 8 and she absolutely loved it. But, for the Muppets,
Kylie loves roller coasters though, right? Kylie absolutely loves roller coasters.
She does.
And the more intense, the better. So,
yes.
It kind of makes sense that she would be fine with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see, what they do with this one. But the paint job on the car has changed. So that metamorphosis is taking place now. Speaking of metamorphosis, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. Now this one is one that I'm excited about.
Me too. I think this will be a big improvement. I think that this one's gonna. Yeah,
I do too. They're gonna. A Space Ranger spin, one of the main things that they're going to do that William and I are looking forward to is your laser blaster you'll be able to take it off. You'll be able to detach it from the ride vehicle and shoot.
And what I'm excited about is they're also going to you're going to be able to tell who in your car is shooting what because exactly. It used to be you were shooting and you saw red dots. It could be somebody 4 cars behind you that was shooting.
Right. Exactly.
You couldn't tell.
You didn't know which dot was yours.
Exactly.
Now you'll know what color your dot is so that you'll know where you're actually aiming, so that's going to be new and improved. And so I'm really looking forward to that too. Disney also teased some Toy Story 5 Easter eggs in the queue at Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin. So,
really?
So
that could be fun.
Yeah. So Disney Imagineering has said, be sure and look when you're in the queue, after it opens and you're in the queue for this one. Because you will see some Easter eggs, which is going to be fun. Justin DeTola, creative director at Walt Disney Imagineering, told Fox 35 Orlando, "We put a lot of love into reimagining this classic and keeping it the same experience, but plussed up." So plussing the parks was one of Walt's favorite phrases. He wanted things, plussing the parks is what he called it. So Justin DeTola said, "We wanted to make sure that we preserved a lot of the special secrets that we know our superfans love to find. But now that we have all the digital targets, it allowed us to actually take a look at the gameplay and even add more fun surprises. So we do encourage riders to keep a really sharp eye as they ride. Disney previously announced the attraction would get all new ride vehicles, replacing the original 1970s If You Had Wings vehicles. And guests will wield new handheld blasters and aim at updated interactive targets. So the tech is going to be better. The vehicles will have new displays. So the ride scoring system has been revamped, but it preserved the Galactic Hero rank, which I love. That's the highest.
They needed to keep that. They
did. They did.
Yeah.
So a new training scene at the beginning of the ride also introduces Buddy the robot. So that's cool.
I like the idea of the training scene too. I like that.
I do too. Well, there's one in Toy Story Mania. They give you a practice screen so that you can kind of, and so I'm looking forward to this one. And I think this will be great for Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is my favorite land in the park. So anything that they, do to improve Tomorrowland, I'm all about that. So yeah. So that is that's for Buzz Lightyear. And that opens, let's see, guys, April the 8th. It will reopen. It will reopen April the 8th. So that's
coming up soon.
It is. It's coming up pretty quickly. If I don't have my annual pass anymore, but they will probably do like a D23, an annual pass holder, DVC previews for it before they open it to the public. But that is opening. Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin will reopen April the 8th. So coming up on that one, and that's going to be fun. I think that's going to be a good one. Of course, y'all know that they gave Cinderella Castle new colors, or actually they went back to the old colors. They painted, it started out as blue, blues and grays, it was that way for many, many years. And then for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, they painted the top part is that light gray. They painted it like a soft rose gold or a soft pink. And I liked it.
So did I.
You can see
that. I thought it was a lot better than the Pepto-Bismol pink.
I tried.
It's just awful.
That was the other iteration that not very many people
at the 25th, I think, right?
Like that. So this, yes, that was for the 25th, and that did not go over well. You either loved it or you hated it. So, but here you can see the booms, that are up, and there's just a little piece at the very tippy top that is still pink. So they're almost finished with that. And I'm good with this. Good with this.
Yes.
I have no problem with them returning it to its original colors. In fact, I like that idea. So a lot of people love the pink, and I do too. I'm fine with it either way. Seriously.
Yeah, I think they did a beautiful job with the 50, with the like you said, the rose gold pink and the gold banners and stuff like that.
Yes.
That it was beautiful and wonderful for the 50th.
Yes.
But I'm glad that they're bringing it back to the original colors.
Yeah. I like the idea of them bringing it back. I really do. So that is that's just a little piece up there at the top, and it may have been actually painted by now. That is still pink. So almost back to those original Cinderella Castle colors. This next one, y'all, this has to do with the Haunted Mansion. Don't mess with our Haunted Mansion, okay? They're okay. In the lower right hand, if you've been into the parks, you know what I'm talking about. This is Magic Kingdom, of course, in Frontierland, or what's left of it. The picture on the lower right shows the wall that they have put up. That goes all the way around what used to be Rivers of America. And so that's nothing but walls. In the distance in that picture, you can see the Haunted Mansion. Over to the left is the Scrim. They have covered, all you can see is the little, couple of little stacks sticking up and the bat. Wow. That's all you can see of the Haunted Mansion.
That hurts my eyes.
Well, they filed at least two permits for, quote, major construction. So hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers that all this is maintenance to the facade. They're just repainting or reinforcing, doing maintenance to the facade. The Scrim actually has a picture of the Haunted Mansion on it. So what it's supposed to look like. So, I told Jeff, I said, maybe after they finish, we can buy the Scrim and put it on our backyard or like cover our house with it.
But that's one of the things that I love. I'm glad that they are going back to or did for the Haunted Mansion, because this is one of the things that really depressed me, because the Scrims, a lot of the Scrims they were doing, it was lazy. They were lazy minute. It was just plain tan with pardon our pixie dust or something like that.
Right.
It's like, no, you're supposed to do it better.
Right.
You're supposed to do everything better,
Yes, exactly. And they did, for years and years, they did. And then they got, thank you, Strawberry Field Fairy. I'm sorry, I'm talking and not paying it. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm not paying as close attention to the chat as I need to. Thank you.
I've been checking it, but
thank you for that. Yeah, these are the green ones. I love green. And so these are probably, I don't know, 4 years old or so. I'm thinking, but thank you. Yeah, they are St. Patrick's Day ears, but these are pictures. These pictures and these next ones are William and Jillian took these in the parks. A couple days ago. So this is what it looks like right now, and these are the other ones that Jillian took. You can see over to the left there. There's actually a picture of the groundskeeper and the dog on the screen. So,
wow,
a lot of detail.
Detail. They did well.
And then on the right, of course, you can see the top is just off in the distance there, the top of the castle, and then the Scrim there on the left. And as I said, I think Jillian took these pictures. So that's what's going on there. We'll see. I have my fingers crossed that it's routine maintenance and not major changes. I think if they change the exterior of the Haunted Mansion, there would probably be a riot, and I would be leading it with pitchforks and torches.
Yes. So, yeah. I think I'd be right along there beside you. And I mean, I haven't heard them saying anything about how they were, and usually that's something that leaks out. So
that's true.
And it's been a while since they've done any facade work on that.
Yeah,
it really has.
It has.
So, and it probably is just they're fixing, cleaning it up and painting it and stuff like that. Especially the Florida sun does a number on paint.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it really does. And really, they got behind with their maintenance, and a lot of it, I know a lot of it was COVID, but then after COVID, they didn't pick it back up, after the blip.
Tiger says, no, we can't afford to paint stuff. We have to buy this.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. We have to figure out how we can make more money with lightning lanes, and, we don't have time to paint, Dumbo. So, anyway, that's what it looks like. So we'll say it's a lot of walls. So you've got walls around Rivers of America. You've got a Scrim up over the Haunted Mansion. And if you go all the way around to the other end, you've got, Big Thunder Mountain is not open. They're still doing construction on Big Thunder. So, yeah.
I thought that was supposed to be open by now.
Is Big Thunder open?
No, I don't think it is. I
Oh
thought it was
no, it's
supposed to
not. Yeah.
be open by now.
I don't know. I don't know that I ever heard, any kind of a date for the
Thought it
opening.
was just
Um, Disney is really fond of just leaving you dangling until, oh, we're opening tomorrow. So
well, that's a lot better than what happened with Rivers of Light. So I guess it's okay. And
yeah,
Pandora, remember with Pandora, they were going to
yes,
open it. They were going to
yes,
open it. What's going to be open? Yeah,
yes.
so probably better this way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, and here's a fun one, guys. Just a quick one. This little baby calf is the first Ankoli cattle born at Disney World in over 20 years, and I guess it's a she. Her name is Winnie.
Yes, she is.
So it's
Isn't she
adorable.
cute? Yes.
I love it.
She's so
I love it.
cute.
Welcome, Winnie.
I love
Look
the
at
name
her.
too.
Wow, look at her mom there. Their horns just look like they would be so heavy they wouldn't be able to hold them up.
Yeah,
They hold their
yeah.
head up.
But from what I understand, they're hollow and they
Uh-huh.
cool them off. So it's
Isn't
their
that
air
something?
conditioning system. So I guess.
Wow. Isn't that
Um,
something?
did you see what Jason wrote?
Oh, let's see. Hang on, let me get let's see. Maybe they're installing a bus depot. Oh, I have always, I have always wished that they would build a monorail all the way to my house, and that way I
There
could
you
just
go. There you
get
go.
on. And, yeah, but if you did that, then you'd have to go all the way to New York to get Tina, and it would take forever. So, wouldn't that be cool?
I'd be fine with them building what is it, the gondolas all the way up here.
Yeah, the
Right.
Skyliner,
Yep.
absolutely.
I'm
That
fine
would
with
be,
this down there.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just hope that they add that Skyliner all over the place, add it to Animal
Mhm.
Kingdom and put a stop at Animal Kingdom Lodge. That's where they can stop for me.
Well, wouldn't that be amazing, Tina? And I don't know about the logistics or what land they'd have to go over. I don't know, but they're far more likely to expand the Skyliner than the monorail because the monorail is so expensive to
Yeah.
build and maintain. But I could see them expanding the Skyliner. That would be exciting. Skyliner was one of the best things they've added in recent years.
Yeah, and it fits
Uh,
the theme so well to me,
mhm, mhm.
conservation and
Yeah,
efficiency and
totally
quiet.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So welcome, Winnie.
Yeah.
You're adorable. You're an adorable little thing. So welcome, welcome. Flower and Garden is going on at Epcot, y'all. It started March the 4th and it will run through June the 1st. And what's going on right now that captures our attention is this adorable little Winnie the Pooh popcorn bucket that they have. And this is so cool, y'all. I didn't get a picture. The egg that Pooh Bear is holding opens up and Piglet pops up out of the egg. So
Oh, I love it.
so it is interactive, and that's adorable. I have so many things, y'all. I have to be really picky about about what I get, and a lot of times things like this, instead of getting them for myself, I'll get them for my grandchildren, and so I would probably buy this for one of the grandchildren. I love Pooh Bear.
See,
Um,
I
yeah,
have I have an excuse. My thing is what I love about the popcorn buckets is you can put stuff inside them.
yes,
And
yeah,
it's like they're very decorative, but they're also storage.
hmm
And having two hounds, it's kind of, I have this excuse of, well, I can put this in, and then Danny and Morgan can't get to it.
that's true. That's true. And you can carry things in it in the parks, like, my
Exactly.
friend Jennifer, y'all are
Yeah,
familiar with Jennifer, you've seen me travel with
yeah,
her,
yeah.
several times. We were at the character dining, Hollywood and Vine in Hollywood Studios, and we had eaten. It's character dining. It's a buffet, and she had like a couple of cupcakes and some stuff that dessert that she had not finished, but she didn't want to leave it. And so we're kind of, trying to figure it out. And I said, well, you can ask for a bite. She opened her Mickey popcorn bucket and put it in there, and it was perfect.
Perfect.
It was perfect.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like a little lunchbox.
Yeah. So this one is $25, and it is available currently at World Celebration Popcorn Kiosk near the Creation Shop. So that's where this one is right now.
My husband's heading to bed. So.
Oh, okay. Good night, Chuck.
Good night, Don.
Good night. Good night. Sleep well. Okay, so as I said, William and Jillian are currently at Walt Disney World. They ate at Cape May this morning for breakfast, went over to the beach club, and Jillian met the captain.
Oh, look at that.
Is the host over there. So looks like the captain is wearing a lanyard, so he's obsessed with pin trading. Or he has pins on his lapels.
I was going to say he's got a pin. He's got pins on his lapels.
How cool! How cool. I've never met the captain, but I love these pictures. I thought they were really cute. And they were just really cute. And she said he was a lot of fun. So there is Jillian and Captain. He is the host at Beach Club. So we're looking forward to hearing about William and Jillian's trip. That also their Easter egg display has shown up over there, and I absolutely love this. Of course, this is from my favorite classic Disney animated feature.
Oh, I love that. One of them saying blue, the other one saying pink.
The fairies, like that's how adorable it is. The pink fairy and the blue fairy, they're make it blue, make it pink. So cool. So, and then you can see the Lady and the Tramp.
Yes,
the Lady and the Tramp egg. And then here's another shot. You could see the Sleeping Beauty book there. And these are all made of chocolate and candy. Guys, you can see her crown is on her shoulder there, on the shoulder of the dress. And so cute. So cute. Make it blue, make it pink. In the middle, this one, of course, Jillian loved. You have Mother Willow from Pocahontas and Miko, the raccoon. So, and these are all Easter eggs.
Yep.
So cool. And then, of course, Lady and the Tramp on the side there. Oh, they're pastry chefs and chocolatier do such a beautiful job.
Yeah.
So Oliver and Company love this one. I love when they pull in, the lesser known cartoons are the ones that don't, get as much attention, but are nonetheless fantastic. So there's Oliver and Company. And then, of course, Cinderella's Coach.
That's beautiful too. I love how they have it mid-change,
Yes.
Like the front half of it is the coach, and the back half of it is still the pumpkin. That's a great idea. I love it.
Yeah, it really is. Isn't that neat? And the wheels on the back are still vines.
Still the vines, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. So very clever. And I'm hoping that before they leave, I'm hoping the Easter egg display at the Grand Floridian will be open, and they can get over there and do some.
I think it's supposed to be open anytime. Usually they open about the same time. So
yeah. So neat. There's also generally one at Contemporary. So we'll see.
I've never seen the one at Contemporary. Well, I've probably seen it on streams, but
Dean and I actually did a monorail crawl about 3 years ago, and we started at the Contemporary. Oh, excuse me, guys. we started at the Contemporary at their Easter egg display, got on the monorail and went to the Grand Floridian. Ended up at the Grand Floridian for their big display. It was really cool. Lots of fun. So walk this way, guys. That is about it. So let's go. Other things. Other things, Tina. Is there anything else that you can think of? Any other news that you've spotted anywhere that you might want to
No,
mention?
just the price, just that the price of Lightning Lane is going up, and
It is. I didn't see that.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, really?
I have a theory about that though, and to be fair here, I have a theory about that because one of the things I remember somebody saying, it might have been Mikey or whatever, is somebody was talking about how the special ticket at Universal costs a lot more, and that was the reasoning behind Disney feeling like they could charge for lightning lanes and stuff. And one of the problems was that I was concerned because fast passes were free, and
Yes.
so there was always fast pass lines, and lightning lanes. My concern was that they were going to have to let these people in because you're paying for them now.
Yes.
So therefore, they can't say, "Oh no, you have to wait for these people that are in the standby line while you're in the lightning lane." They would have to say, "No, standby, you have to wait because these people paid for their lightning lane."
Right.
So the standby lines exploded. They were like hours and hours long, and that is crazy. And I was like, yeah, that's because Disney wants to sell more lightning lanes. But the thing
Right.
is lightning lanes sell out.
Yes.
There are people that can't buy lightning lane because they're sold out.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
wonder if Disney isn't raising the prices in order to get it to where they're just about selling out. So there's just enough people to buying them,
Right.
but that the standby lines will be lesser
Right.
because of the fact that the people that are buying the lightning lanes, they're saying, "Oh, I'm not going to spend that much for a
Right.
lightning lane."
Right.
And so
Right.
that they can reduce the number of
Yeah.
people, of the lightning lane
Right.
people. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So the standby line is not so long, not as clogged up.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So the
Yeah.
people that are getting their buying lightning lanes are still getting on quickly, but the people that are not buying the standby lines, not buying the lightning lanes and are in standby lines, are not waiting as long because there's not 50, 60 people in those lightning lanes coming up, and because they have to let them go because
Yes.
they bought those,
Yeah. 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 Well, it's possible. It's entirely possible, Tina. It really is. That's their reasoning. And if does Disney really need an excuse to raise prices on
No,
things?
no, and
But
that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Maybe what they're doing is they're going to raise their prices so that they can reduce the number of people
yeah,
buying the lightning lanes to make
yeah,
up, so that they can make up
right,
that money, because they want to make up that money.
right.
And
And
then
I
that
don't
way
know. I don't know if they
the
will or
standby
not.
lines won't be as long. Huh?
Uh, because what's happened, I don't know if that logic will hold or not. Because what's happening is people are going. I know people who went once every 5 years. Or Disney might have even been a once in a lifetime trip for them. If you go every 5 years or it's once in a lifetime trip, you're still going to buy the Lightning Lane. You're just going to budget for it. So,
Oh yes, and I understand that. But what I'm saying is that there will be fewer people that are just going once every 5 years and just buying the lightning lanes because they won't be
yeah,
able to buy them. They'll be sold out.
right.
But they'll find out that, because there's a lot of times now, Dawn, there are a lot of times, maybe not right now because it's spring break week and stuff like that, but there are a lot of times in the year where those standby lines just aren't very long. And they're hearing complaints that people bought lightning lanes and didn't need them.
Okay.
Because they're seeing people they're seeing people that are in the standby line getting on at the same time as they did when they bought it.
Right. And there are some, there are some times during the parks where you don't, like, we don't buy Lightning Lane for Animal Kingdom.
Yep.
Sometime we almost, I will have to say, the only time I have bought Lightning Lanes is when the grands were with us, when we had our grandchildren. When I'm there by myself, I just don't. I just don't. It's against my religion. But I normally don't buy, for Animal Kingdom.
Right.
And I don't buy one for Epcot. Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom, if the grandchildren are with us, we will go ahead and get them, so,
yep.
Just
I've never bought them, but of course I'm not going there with grandchildren or anything else like that. A lot of times, a lot of those rides I'm riding, it's just myself. I'm just single rider.
Right.
Haunted Mansion, Pirates, Chuck will ride those. TTA, obviously there's no lightning lane or anything on it, but
right. And you can take advantage of the single rider lines for I love the single rider lines. And a lot of times, when William and I are together, Jillian and I are together, Jeff and I are together, we'll just go through the single rider line because, we don't care if we get separated or not. And it's so much faster.
Right.
So, highly recommend those. I'm going to open some Lorcana. Guys, I have this pack that has Bolt. Tina, I'm going to make myself big here.
Okay, go ahead. Yay, Bolt.
There we go. Yeah, Bolt is on the pack. It's Arcasia's Island. So let's see here what I get. This is, again, it's Arcasia's Island pack. And see, I love this. The first one is Baymax.
Aww.
And cute. So there's Baymax in the Emerald. Pippa Madrigal from Encanto. Let's see.
I love those cards. They're so beautiful.
Autofocus. And that they really are. The artwork, and some of the sets are I like more than others, but Unconventional Tool. This is a Lorcana. This Lorcana card. One lore on that one. In the Ruby. Honey Marin. And I think, didn't we decide that this character is from Brother Bear? I think we did.
Marin, no. Honey Marin is from Frozen 2.
Yes. I don't watch Frozen 2 very much.
I've watched it 3-4 times because it's my friend Melissa's daughter's favorite movie. So
gotcha. Yeah. Okay, so here's Honey Lemon. See if I can get that to focus. Focus. There we go.
There you go.
And that's in the Sapphire 2 lore on that one. And then we have Bolt.
Yay.
Again at 2 lore. Focus. There we go. In the steel.
In the what? Oh, is that steel? Is that what that color is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and Thunderbolt here in this one. There we go. Focus. Thunderbolt on that one. And we have a dual ink here in the Sapphire and Steel, and it's Hey Hey.
Hey.
Hi. That's cute.
Yeah.
He has such a fun character. And then we have Anna or Anna. Anna. Sometimes you put your hand behind it, it helps it to focus.
Yes, it does most of the time. Yeah. Because it's
Anna.
not trying to find your face.
Right. Baju. In the steel.
Oh.
It's a pretty one. And that's 3 lore. So that's a very playable card. Cinderella, guys.
Cinderella.
That.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh, I better stop. No singing. No singing.
And that one is 4 lore. Look at that. That's a nice card. I like that one. Okay. Oh, and I've been just missing. Okay, I got 2 super rares, guys. Okay, I got an uncommon. Anna was an uncommon. Faju is a rare. And Cinderella is a rare. And my this one's fun, guys. This one's fun. This is the foil, and it's Cusco.
Oh yeah.
And it's an uncommon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you've got rares, not super rares.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I got rares. And this one is an uncommon. So an uncommon. So 2 super rares, uncommon foil. That's cool. And here's the puzzle card.
Okay.
There's the puzzle card. So good pulls. Some good characters there. I love Baymax. You guys know I will confess I'm not a huge Encanto fan. I love Thunderbolt, Hey, Anna, yeah, Cinderella, and of course Cusco. So there were some good characters in those.
Cusco's makes up for all of them because you're a big Cusco fan.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay. I did want to mention, and I'm going to show you this. Let me go back to full screen here. On this for just a second, because this coming Friday, y'all, beware, Friday the 13th.
Yes. Tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Yeah. We bought that. And I told William, we bought this, gosh, this is probably this pen's probably from 2007 or 2008. And I told William to keep his eye out to see if they had, because they usually have Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
So he is Mickey is walking under a ladder, and there's a black cat walking across his path. So just fun. This and interesting. This is kind of a 3D. Has a kind of a 3D. Yes. Well, it's 2010. There's a date on it. It's 2010.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the year that William graduated from high school. But this just has, for some reason, this has just always been one of my favorite pens. I really like it.
No Aurora cards.
Friday the 13th. So there's that. And y'all, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. So I realized that I did not have any Shamrock cookie cutters. So I went ahead and ordered these from Amazon, and there are 4 sizes. From like a 4-inch all the way down to a 1-inch. And I'm looking forward to using these. I'm going to make some Shamrock cookies, frosted Shamrock cookies. When I do those, I'll post them online.
You know what you could do is get some mint jelly, add the big cookie, and then cut out a smaller cookie, put the bigger cookie underneath, and put some mint jelly in the middle.
Yep. Kind of almost like a thumbprint cookie.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you know me, I can always figure out ways to put more calories into something.
Right. Kind of sweetness, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, that's pretty much it, as far as things that I wanted to, to cover tonight, y'all, just some quick channel information. If you're planning a Disney trip or a cruise, obviously contact Jillian, my daughter-in-law. She is a travel agent with Mickey Travels, and there's some really good cruise deals that dropped a few weeks ago, and they're still going on. Also, some good deals that the summer deals are coming up. So if you're planning a trip, she can take a lot of the headache out of it. And her contact information is in the description of this video. So give her a call. She would absolutely love to help you with your trip. I'm going to go ahead, guys. We talked a little bit about Mike Whaler's GoFundMe. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that link. I'm gonna go ahead and put that link in the chat again. It is, of course, totally voluntary, but you can't. Even if you can't give, by all means, share out the link. He's almost to his goal. You can check that out. Any amount, guys. $5, $10. However much you could give. Any amount will help. We want him to be able to keep his house.
Yep, he's got 4,329 raised.
Yeah. So 4,320. Oh, Miss Najuma, good night. Thanks so much for being in here. We so appreciate it. You are so sweet.
Good night, Miss and have a good week, and hopefully we'll see you again here next week.
Absolutely. We'll see you again. So there's Mike's link for his GoFundMe. Y'all consider please helping him out on that. He is almost there, and he is so overwhelmed by this outpouring of love.
Hello, Jonathan.
He's going to be able to. Oh, hey, Jonathan, welcome in. He's just overwhelmed by, this outpouring of love, and of course, would want me to extend his thanks, guys, for your contributions. And it looks like he is going to be able to keep his house. So if he could get to that, just the rest of the money, he's really close. So William and Jillian are in Walt Disney World this week, and so we look forward to hearing about their trip when they get home. This past week, I did a pop-up live stream. We had some business in Tyler, Texas, and there's a little zoo there called Caldwell Zoo. It's just the perfect size. We've taken the kids there since they were little, and I did just a relaxing live stream. And the highlight of that stream was a close encounter with one of their elephants. So be sure and watch that because it was a lot of fun.
I still haven't gotten a chance to watch that. I keep meaning to.
Yes, yeah, it was just very relaxing. We just walked. The weather, y'all, was perfect. It was totally perfect. We so enjoyed that. I just can't tell you how much we enjoyed it, and had several people come into the live stream and chat. And so it was just very special. And so thank you. If you came in, to the live stream, or if you watched on the replay, we really appreciate it, and be on Team Replay for that. It's just, again, it's very relaxing. Caldwell Zoo is wonderful. It's a smaller zoo, but they still have, so they even have a Bengal tiger. They have a white Bengal tiger, absolutely gorgeous. So be sure and watch that live stream. Let's see, let me go ahead. I said that I would post the link to my D23 Tron preview. Let me go ahead and do that. If you want to watch that, we talked a little bit about Tron Ares tonight, and my thoughts on that movie. I was able to go ahead of the ride opening several years ago, and it was a special D23 Tron preview before the ride opened to general guests in the park, and it was tons of fun. So y'all can watch that. I've also posted several shorts on our channel this week, the Tron coaster in blue and in red. And then in Magic Kingdom, the Adventure Friends Cavalcade, which I love because it has so many characters in it. Don't you love that one, Tina?
Yes, I do. I always love the cavalcades anyway. I wish they had kept them going, but
Yeah.
I guess
they have a couple. Well, I really wish that they had kept them going in the other parks. Like if you
yes,
recall,
like Animal
they had
Kingdom.
them in all the parks at one point. And they just have, the one still going in Magic Kingdom, but they had them in all of the parks. And I really wish that they had kept those going. Those are just tons of fun. So, and then there's also one of Jillian at behind the castle and I can't think of the name of it, y'all. The little gift shop that's directly behind the castle. If you didn't know, you can go in, and my granddaughters love this. You can go in and get a special sprinkling of pixie dust. And
is that Sir Mickey's?
Pardon?
Or is that Sir Mickey's? Or
yes.
not?
Yes, it's Sir Mickey. It's Sir Mickey. And you can get a special spray. Just ask the cast member in there, and she'll give you a special sprinkling on your hair and your face. Fun. She did it on her birthday this past December, so there's it's gotten some good views on that. And next week, Disney movies coming in 2026. I may have to play with the date a little bit, but you guys, be sure and watch for that because it's going to be fun. There's so many movies coming. Some of them have had, dates announced already and plots and what have you. We'll kind of sort through all of those. Thanks so much to our channel members. We appreciate you guys so much for, contributing a little bit every month to that you think enough of us to contribute some money to this effort. We love it. We appreciate you guys so much. We appreciate everybody that's in the chat, of course, ghost watching or watching on the replay. We love our team replay. So leave a comment.
Hi, Joe, Lisa, and Joey. Joe, Lisa, and Keith. I'm sorry, Keith.
Lisa, Keith, and Joey are captains of our team replay. Absolutely. We love you guys. Theliveplace.com as a website, y'all, that our friend Dean maintains over there. And it's a TV guide listing, basically, for family-friendly live streams on YouTube. So go check that out. He even has it. It's not just Disney. There are a lot of, he has a search and with different topics. So if you're looking for family-friendly live streaming, that is the place to go to check it out. So by all means, do that. TubeBuddy and Stickermule. We use TubeBuddy. If you're a YouTube creator and you want to grow your channel, there is a free version of TubeBuddy, but check for the affiliate link, for our affiliate link in the description of this video. And if you decide to use it and get, the paid version, then we both get a free month. Same thing with Stickermule. All of our buttons, pins, keychains, all the things, promo stuff that we hand out in the parks. Excuse me. We get those from Stickermule. And if you use the promo in the description below, we both get a $10 credit on a future order. So thanks so much, everybody, for being here. Tina, I believe you said you were keeping roll.
I did.
Okay.
Thank you for coming in and listening to us yammer on. Mandy Adams, of course, Aunt Susan and Aunt Joy. But you're kind of held captive because you're part of the family. So
right.
Of course, me. And Jason Thibodeau and Dean, the turkey legster, and Nicole Rothenhilser. Hisler. Rodenhisler. Okay. And Miss Najuma Brown. She comes and joins us every week. Thank you so much.
And I have something flying around behind me. Okay. And of course, your husband, Jeffrey Bone, prayers for him.
Okay.
And Strawberry Field Fairy. I love that name. I think that's so cute. And Lucy Grace, 56, and Kevin Theme Park Adventures. And just under the wire, Jonathan Chung joined us.
All right, Jonathan.
And of course, thank you very much to Jason Thibodeau for gifting the membership.
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
Dean caught that pixie dust. So
thanks so much, Jason. We appreciate y'all. And Jonathan for dropping those links. He's put links to the live place and to Dreamers Empire. We appreciate you doing that. It is the fairy dust in the air. It is. It's the fairy. It's the fairy dust in the air. We appreciate y'all so much for hanging out with us for a little while, just kind of shooting the breeze and talking. Tina, thanks so much for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. And thank Chuck
you for inviting me. I'm always honored. So
yeah. Well, it's fun. It's fun just to talk. We both, love Disney, and it's fun to there's always something going on in the parks. There's always, new things and to talk about. They're busy all the time. So we really appreciate it. And William thanks you too as well. He told me to thank you for being here. Anything else that you could think of, Tina, that we need to mention?
Nope. Other than answering Jonathan's question, I don't know. Maybe I do have Tinkerbell flying around behind me. I sure got something flying around behind me.
Could be. Could be. We've already had some pixie dust in play here, so
yeah,
there's definitely some Disney magic. So, Tina, I appreciate you again coming on, and I hope you have a fantastic week. We will not. Let's see. This coming Tuesday is St. Patrick's Day. Am I right?
Yes.
So we will have to move that live stream to a different date unless William wants to do it. He may, I don't know. They'll just be back from their trip. So I don't know, but y'all just keep an eye on that live stream and the date, and I'll try to share, if that new date, because I will have to change it. So everybody have my point is y'all have a happy St. Patrick's Day. And
yes. And remember to have your bell on, because otherwise you wouldn't have known about this stream tonight. So
that's true.
Click that bell, people.
Yeah. And give us a like on your way out.
Yes.
On your way out.
Yep. Hit the like and hit the bell.
Yeah. Tina, anything
All
else
the things.
before we sign off?
Nope. No, I can't think of anything else other than
at the Hitchhiking
Bones. There's
YouTube
always room.
Channel. Oh, hey, Mike. Oh, Mike. Hi. Thanks to Mike 88 NYC. Before we lock, just in time.
Oh, and Mike 88 NYC. I'll get you on the roll call, Mike.
Mike 88 NYC. Thanks so much for being here, Mike. It is so great to see you. We were just signing off. Always so great to see you, Mike. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a great St. Patrick's Day. And member for 24 months. Another one of our channel members, guys. Very special member too, Mike.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks so much. So later, everybody. And Tina, you were saying?
At the Hitchhiking Bones, there's always room for one more. So
hurry back. Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate you being here. Good night.